Oh good, you're back. Oh wait, you had a sort of... I'm a farmer. Oh good, you're back. Things got a bit heated while you were away. You have returned. In this at least the fates are kind. Greetings first, Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidnifnir has accepted Sir Emmeric's invitation. She has? Ah, these are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Is he otherwise engaged? Aye, sleeping off a knife to the gut. No, you're Welsh, damn it, I can't get that right. What? What happened? Will he live? I can never say that word. Chirurgeons tell me he will make a full recovery. But had Lord Edmund and Lord Artorial not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack... The farmer Welsh, the attack was just the beginning though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flames. Bastards caused completely by surprise. They've been dousing the fires, but every one we put out, it seems like 2 more started up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. 'Tis plain these fires were started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? I'll try. Then let us be about it. Da da da. Even if we had the same resources to combat the fires as them up in the pillars, we'd still be fighting a losing battle. You've seen the Broom. All them narrow streets with wooden houses crammed together. It's kindling is what it is. Just as Sir Eric risked his life to... Oh gosh. Well, just as Sir Emric risked his life to bring about lasting change, so too will others wager all to preserve what they hold dear. Oh, that's a fancy shield. Louis Swar once told me that man is all too willing to let his future be bound by his past, and time after time I've witnessed how depressingly right he was. The Archbishop may have fallen, but the legacy of his predecessors endures. Against the dying of the light. Da da da. The Sia would begin the hunt for the arsonists without delay. The flames are spreading. We need to begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Perhaps there's a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city, in both the pillars and foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it's best to divide our forces. Master Alfinor and Mistress Yostola, I would have you take charge of the investigation and foundation. As you wish. Mayhap Tataru can be of assistance as well. Mean it, farmer. Me and Alex and me get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogues striking a pose over there be joining us? Thancred of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you, my lady. I bet the name's Hilda, a Scion, eh? And there I was thinking I found a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That is all. While we could begin by sifting through the charred rubble and questioning random passerby, in my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. That's her. Oh aye, the infamous Lord. A Monolane to four temps, lover of women and wine. Don't neither care much for him. For him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Alex. He'll be at the Crossier, most like making an effort to be seen. So let's go and see him. Grizzled, I will accept, but old. It's because you've got stubble. People aren't used to it. Oh, I'm outside now. Alright, we need to go to the Jeweled Crozier, whatever the heck that is. I hate navigating this place. There's a crystal there. That'll save me a lot of time. It's up, isn't it? It's up there, isn't it? Please be down here. Oh, it is. Oh, the shopping district. For some reason it didn't cross my mind that they was there. Ah! Someone once said that a gentleman is rather than does. And in Lord of Monolane, I sense we have living proof. Well, go on then. Taught the daft sod. Ah, Master Bellies. I fear Lord of Monolane has once more strayed from the path. As has so often been the case, his renowned enthusiasm for martial training gave way to frustration and disinterest at the first sign of difficulty. Well, well, if it isn't Alex, dearest of all my friends. You're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old boy? Do. Ah, yes, the arsons. Oh, dreadful business that. And awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to all of it. Naturally, we've doubled the guards outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames after all. Oh, in case you are wondering why the Hoplon is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Henrik's orders, from what I hear. Remarkable man. Not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old boy, if you are thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hoplon. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. Oh, yes. Wait a moment. I know what this is. You're giving me one of those looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old boy. I would have you know my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. If it will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I had hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the Hoplon, Alex, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. Again. Well, he wasn't robbed last time, but still. He really isn't a lazy mood today, isn't he? Just sitting there, hopping. Let's actually go the right way. I know I can teleport, but I'm already halfway there running. Why is this place so awkward to transverse? Or traverse? What does transverse mean? That's an impressive bow. I'll give you that. Alright, I'm coming, refugees. Prepare all of your answers in a neat pile, or I shall kick you in the shin. Ours was one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard the neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with our clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we'd do. Boingy, boingy, boingy. Hello, Vault Priest. Oh God, cutscene. You look old. Come, my brothers and sisters. There is food and shelter enough for all in the Basilica. Basilica? Hello, these blessings upon you, Father. I confess, we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Eric and the Devonians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, sir? So, the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on for too long. Would that I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. That seemed hardly worth its own cutscene, but okay. Thank you. There was a man with a satchel. What kind of hairstyle is that? Oh, I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere, and it was so hot I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all. Huh. Now that I do find suspicious. So, someone setting fire to houses, but still helping the people out of them, is what I get from that. So it's to cause panic, but not hurt innocent people? Maybe. Are you down there? Now I am down here. Finished then? Ah, there you are. Anything to share? Fire? We will require more than the muddly testimonies of a traumatized girl if if we're to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Raymond's Cathedral, and another near the Scholasticate. For a mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Well, that's suspicious of that. Some might say that they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the 2 occasions where their target was a bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. How suspicious! Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to wonder. Alphino will doubtless have an opinion. I take it that means we're going to see him. Down the many, many stairs. Alright, where we're going? Oh god, there's a big red circle. Alright, where are you, Alfie? Ow. Well, it's not going to be here. I'm still going to check. Oh, there we are. The group of people led me to them. Hello, Totaro. You should have seen the way Alphino tackled him. Good. Now that you're here, we can proceed with the interrogation. Captive. Silence will avail you naught, sir. Ah, Alex. I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words. He did not. So, we insisted. Let me go, damn it! You got the wrong man! My, you reek of oil! But, and are those burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose. But, tell me, does arson pay well? Oh, I'm a victim, you imbecile! Look at me! Aye, there you are. After a fashion. Well, aye, that you are. After a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you. But then these highborn types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you rabid and begged us to put you down. That's bollocks! He's the one who told me to keep going! Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I'd left it behind, tried to, with all my heart, said me prayers every day like a good man. But he came to me, And there you have it, Hilda. Would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? Oi, so long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. For what reason? That was incredible, Thancred. But how did you know he would confess? Well, I've seen his like before. A troubled soul manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. And if our captive had called your bluff? Must we entertain hypotheticals? The world as it is vexing enough. Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed. Again, crystals everywhere, but nah. Not that far away. That hero is really on hard times, and I never talked to him. Oh wait, let's talk to everyone else first.